Shalom Yashral. I just want to get on here because this sister and the brother that she's making a post about, I'm not going to start it from the beginning because, well, if y'all want to go read it, go watch it. But he is giving false information. Well, he's saying that the biblical feast can't be kept out of Jerusalem. And then, what else is he saying? I can't remember what all he was saying. But anyways, she's saying that, he's being envious that the children of Yasharel are waking up. All the idolatrous of Yasharel thinks that the nations are envious of them waking up, but that's not true. He wouldn't be on here just like I wouldn't be on here. I mean, he's not giving the truth. He's mixed up, but he's still trying to warn them specifically. And he sees, just like I do, that a lot of them are prideful and arrogant. Especially like this sister right here. She's something else, man. And she's so proud of it. She loves it. She is eating this stuff up. She better pray that Yahweh is not going to gather Yasharel here just within the next couple days before Passover to fit scripture, because I do know future prophecy and they will be gathered before Pesach. So if it's not this year, it'll be next year. We know what time it is. But anyways, he also stated, I really don't like that he used Isaiah 56 how he did, because he's not using it right. He's using it out of context. He said, he talks about how Ephraim is drunk in idolatry and prideful and arrogant. And then he says how the watchmen are dumb dogs and they don't know how to bark. So he's just taking that verse and using it to, his own authority or whatever to whatever. He's not meaning to, I'm sure, I don't know. But he's taking it out of context. And let's just go there because I got to get to Deuteronomy 4. So, let's just go there because this is very important. What's really being said in Isaiah 56. So, okay. Oh, shoot. Okay, thus says Yahweh, keep ye judgment and do justice, for my salvation is near to come, and my Zadaka to be revealed. Okay? Act justly and do what is Zadik, because my salvation is coming soon. Okay, so he's telling us to do judgment that is Zadik, right? And then it says, Barak are those who are careful to do this. Barak are those who honor my Sabbath day of rest. Okay, and it says, don't let the stranger who commits himself to Yahweh say that Yahweh will never let me be a part of his people, right? Which she's doing. She's been doing that. That's all she makes videos about. She's obsessed with hating white people. And she will not make it. She will not. Yahweh is very displeased with her. Very displeased with her. I mean, so right here, y'all see verse 9 right here? Sinful leaders condemned. What did Yahweh just say 1 through 8? And what does he say here, right here on verse 8? For Yahweh, who brings back the outcast of Yasharal, says, I will bring others too besides my people, Yasharal. Okay? So he's saying, don't let the one that has joined theirself to Yahweh say, I can never be a part of my people, because I am going to bring others beside my people, Yasharal. Y'all are trying to take Yahweh's authority and say, who's his people? And you can't do that. His word guards us. So this is why Yahweh says in verse 9, come, wild animals of the field. Come, wild animals of the forest. And y'all don't really understand what that's talking about. It's scary, y'all. Come and devour my people. For the leaders of my people, Yahweh's watchmen, his shepherds, are blind and ignorant. Go to Isaiah 29. He explains who are the blind and drunks that are in idolatry. He's trying to show you in Isaiah 29 there was never a second temple prophesied. And the wisdom of the wise is going to perish. Y'all think there's a second temple book. You're in the books of wisdom. The wisdom of the wise is going to perish. They are like silent watchdogs that give no warning when danger comes. They love to lie around sleeping and dreaming. Y'all think Yahweh's giving y'all visions and dreams, according to the false prophet book of Joel. And other ones too, other books, Zechariah, Daniel. But Jeremiah 23, Yahweh specifically says, anybody that says prophecy from him, he's going to cut you and your family off. We're supposed to be exposing the false prophets raised up in Babylon, Jeremiah 23, Jeremiah 29, and proclaiming his every word. His word is for us too, the strangers. Isaiah 8:20. She hates to accept this fact, but it is truth. So she can make all the videos she wants and all this and giggle and laugh and hate. I mean, she has a very ugly heart. I'm just going to flat out put it out there. And she's probably, I'm going to tag her in this. And when she watches this, it's just going to feed her that much more. She loves this. But that's okay, because I'm going to set her right. She's lying. She's an idolatrous. And that's what I mainly wanted to get on here for, is expose that she is an idolatress. And she is worried about the wrong things. As she's saying this brother is. The brother is, what I'm saying? He shouldn't be saying the things that he's saying. But I don't see it as him being envious and not Yasharel, not, being for Yasharel. I don't see that at all. And then she goes to Ezra and says how the nations are envious at them and all this. It's just, Yahweh's testing Yasharel bad. And they're flunking terribly. Especially people like her and her husband. Like, her and her husband is probably the most racist people that I've ever met in my life. And it's toward white people. They can't stand it. And it's really bad what they have done. If y'all go look at their channel a little bit, I mean, it pops up every once in a while what they've done, on the streets. And to the strangers, the nations. See, they don't even understand their role as Yasharal. You're supposed, through Shem, all nations of the world will be Barak. So, what I'm saying? He's going to use Yasharal to bring his salvation from the ends of the earth. That's in Isaiah. So, if you can't stand the nations, and you've got a set, particularly, marked out that y'all just hate. Y'all don't hate any other nation but white. It's because y'all are programmed. Y'all fell for propaganda. Y'all don't know the truth. You don't know what I'm saying? You do not know Isaiah 8:20. Okay, so, like greedy dogs, they are never satisfied. They never have enough. They're set up on high. Yahweh's going to make them the head, and that's not satisfying to them enough. They want to beat down others that are below them, think they're going to go into slavery. No, Yahweh is going to glorify the strangers as well. Y'all really think you're going to have this type of enslavement? Y'all are mixing Isaiah 14, when it says that the strangers will cleave to the house of Jacob. And then it says that you will go and take them who oppressed who oppressed you, and you will rule over your enemies. The strangers are not Yasharel's enemies. If the strangers that he's going to, you know what he said up here, I'm going to gather some others besides my people, Yasharel. You know what I'm saying? If we were enemies, he wouldn't be saying that. So she needs to get it right. She's not going to get it right because she loves this. But it's okay because, you know what I'm saying? She ain't got much longer to live. She doesn't. Her or her husband, and sadly, her children are going to be put to death for the stupidity of their parents. It's terrible. Maybe this will wake her up, because we're going to prove that she's an idolatrous. Because she goes to Deuteronomy 4, and she just picks out what she wants to hear out of Deuteronomy 4. But we're going to go to Deuteronomy 4. I'm going to let y'all just hear a little how she talks until she gets to the Deuteronomy 4.
This gum can actually get inside your teeth and remineralize the enamel, allowing you to heal cavities and whiten teeth.
You guys are drunk on pride. Go find your brothers and sisters.
He's putting emphasis on the wrong thing. His emphasis needs to be, what he should be concerned about is Revelations 13, 9 through 10. Revelations 2 and 9. Revelations 3.
I'm going to stop at Revelations 3 and 9, because I checked over what scripture she was given. And she's such an error. She don't even know it. Okay, so the Revelations 2 and 9 was just about, what'd she say? Revelations 2 and 9. Okay, I know about your suffering and your poverty, but you're rich. I know the blasphemy of those opposing you. They say they are Jews, but they are not, because their synagogues belongs to Satan. Don't be afraid of what you're about to suffer. The devil will throw some of you into prison to test you. You will suffer for 10 days, but if you remain faithful, even when facing death, I will give you the crown of life. Anyone with ears to hear must listen to the Spirit and understand what he is saying to the churches. The churches, Ezekiel 20, Bama, these high places, religion that she's in. Whoever is victorious will not be harmed by the second death. How silly does that? You know what I'm saying? The New Testament makes you think if you try to save your life, you're going to lose it. But then once you lose it, it's going to be preserved. That is a lie. That is a lie. Okay, then she goes to Revelation 3:9. And it says, I know all the things you do. I have opened a door for... Oh, no. Look, I will... let's drink a bathe for it. Okay, I know all the things you do. I have opened a door for you that no one can close. You have a little strength, yet you obey my word and did not deny me. Look, I will force those who belong to Satan's synagogue, those liars who say they're Jews but are not. See, she don't realize that these New Testament is talking to the Christians. This is the Christian and Judaism books. This has nothing to do with the nation of Yasharal. These are false prophets raised up in Babylon. Jeremiah 29. She's not obeying the voice of her Elohim. She has rose up against him as an enemy. She hates Yahweh's word. She hates his truth. She picks out what she wants to hear to set herself on high. But all the other stuff that she needs to be listening to in the Torah, like when Yahweh says he's going to end their captivity in the last days, not after 70 years. And he even exposes the wise. I need to get to that. I think it's in Deuteronomy 32. She's missing a lot. Okay, so better not come down. Okay, the Jews better not to come and bow down at your feet. They will acknowledge that you are the ones I love. She's going to Isaiah 14, which is future prophecy. See, look how twisted she is. She's in books She's talking about the Satan devil, right? JC said he saw Satan devil fall from heaven, right? And they link it to Isaiah 14 saying that it come to pass, along with a third of the angels, which is going to happen again. See, New Testament, these Second Temple books are being falsely fulfilled twice. End time prophecy is being falsely fulfilled twice, but it's finally fixing to come to pass. Hallel, the son, Yasharal, will taunt the king of Babylon and the strangers that are cleaving to them, taunting the king of Babel and saying how you have fallen from heaven. And this is after their hard bondage, after they are at rest. You know what I'm saying? Not in captivity no more. They are literally in captivity. It's been a long captivity. They were trying to kill Jeremiah because he was saying it's going to be a long captivity. Y'all are missing that. And
9. Isaiah chapter 14, 1 on down. That's where he should be concerned. He should be concerned with trying to cleave to Jacob and right his wrongs. He should be actually thinking about how he's going to have to pay for the sins of his forefathers. He's focused on the wrong thing.
First she said he should be worried about trying to cleave to Jacob and right his wrongs. He should be actually thinking about how he's going to pay for the sins of his forefathers. See, she has revenge fantasy in her. It's a revenge fantasy, and it is so wicked. She is wicked. She has a wicked heart. She does not know Yahweh. She'll call out everybody and make fun of them, but she will not step to me, her nor her husband, to let's talk about the scriptures of what it really says, what Yahweh really says. She will not answer me. I've commented on her stupid videos so many times, and she runs and hides. Yeah, Yahweh says Yasharel don't know shame until they're caught. She's trying to run from being caught, but she can't. Yahweh's got her backed up into a corner. Her and her husband and her poor children is sad what they're going to make their children. They are going to sacrifice their children to Moloch, to Baal, to this hybrid demon, goat demon, Satan devil, because what did Judah Israel say the other day? That this Satan turns his attention toward Yasharel that didn't go to the wilderness. And he couldn't figure out why they didn't go to the wilderness. But they didn't, for whatever reason. Because they're not obeying Yahweh's voice. They're obeying their idols. The sun, S-U-N, S-O-N. JC is an idol, black or white. Period. And you will be put to death for that name. So, you still have time. I don't want this to happen to you or your family. I know you want it to happen to me and my family and every white person in this world. I know that's what you want. She has got a wicked heart. You can tell her by her demeanor. You can tell by all the posts that she posts. It's ridiculous. I mean, how old is she? She's got kids, and she's acting like this. There's no telling. Surely their children see through this. I feel so bad. I watched a video one time, and they were just dogging the nations, man. White, of course. And the child was sitting there. They had the child there, too. I don't know if it was theirs. I don't know. But it was sad. Like, they're teaching their children this crap. This racist crap that Yahweh is not pleased with. Y'all are going to flee to the Mountain of Olives just like it was already allegedly done come to pass. Y'all are so dumb. I'm going to say it. Y'all are dumb. all the books you're reading, Matthew, plumb up to Revelations, all this stuff was already falsely fulfilled. That's why these books are there. But y'all can't even put together that these are being falsely fulfilled twice. Cyrus, king of Persia, falsely fulfilled Isaiah 45, and that's what Trump is so dead set on. Isaiah 45 saying he's that Yahweh's anointed, and that he's going to release the captives and then rebuild the third temple. Just like Cyrus allegedly, released the captives after 70 years and commanded to rebuild the second temple. So go to Matthew 24, y'all. What does it say? The disciples asked JC on the Mount of Olives, when is the time of his coming, right? And what does he say? There will be no stone unturned. You know what I'm saying? He's talking about the second temple, allegedly the imposter temple. That was the destruction of the second temple after 70 years. That's not from Yahweh. It's not. I can prove it. She can't prove what she's saying to be truth, but I can. I know Yahweh's word. I know Yahweh. I know who he is and who he's not. And I really don't, it's aggravating that she is teaching a lot of people, falsely about him because she don't know him. She doesn't know him. So, where does she go? Let's listen and see what she says.
Exactly what's supposed to be happening is happening. The dry bones are waking up. The children of Israel are waking up.
The children of Israel living is not the dry bones, the dead ones.
Returning back to the Most High is being obedient. We have to understand that we're in a land of our captivity. We're in a land of our enemies. So guess what? We're rehearsing the righteous act. We're not going to get everything 100% here, but guess what? The Most High, he searched the heart and the reins to try each one of his children, you Israelites, and reward you according to your heart. So if you seek the Most High, you keep his law, statutes, and commandments to the best of your ability. You keep his high holy feast days. You keep his Sabbath days to the best of your ability. He's looking at your heart for real. He's really looking at your heart, and that's how he's going to reward you. But these heathens, that's their problem. They love to pick up our book and break it down to us and tell us how we're doing wrong. Tell us how we're going off. First, you took our book, and then you oppressed us with it in slavery. And now that we're waking up, you still want to take our...
See, she's blaming everything that we did. Her book, it's not ours. We did this, right? She is blaming. Why is it she not blaming her ancestors? This is what my ancestors did, right? Yahweh did this to us. He gave us statutes and judgments over, that didn't, idols of wood and stone. He gave us this because of our disobedience, horrible disobedience against him. Our ancestors and us, because we were all made to be drunk into idolatry. Yahweh made Jeremiah make all the nations, including Jerusalem, drink from the cup of his wrath, the wine of idolatry. He said, y'all are going to worship wood and stone in the land of your captivity, not me. So after 70 years, they think, they're listening to cherubim, because these religious books, the books of Judaism and books of Christianity, which is in the Tanakh and OT too. His Isaiah 8:20 is not called the Tanakh or the OT. Those are the false prophet books of Judaism and Christianity. They work hand in hand, okay? And then you go to the New Testament, and it looks like they're working against each other. They're not. They both serve the same sun and moon god. They're not even gods. They're cherubim that are going to exchange their place and come down, and they're going to be looking for their missing mates in the wilderness. That's why Yahweh commands, y'all better read the Sefer and find out who these missing mates to these wild beasts are. Isaiah 34. See, Yahweh talks about these wild beasts a lot. Isaiah 34. Isaiah 56. I know it's saying it in the false prophet books. I'm not sure where else he's saying it. Like I said, He's making things just come, everything's just laid out there. It's, it's crystal clear. But anyways, let me get back to it.
Her book and tell us how, oh, you're doing this wrong, you're doing that. No, you concerned about the wrong things. You're concerned about the wrong things, heathen. Family, listen to this precept. Very, very important precept. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, 28 on down. It say, and there ye shall serve gods, the work of man's hands, wood and stone, which neither see nor hear, nor eat nor smell. But if from thence thou shalt seek the Lord thy God, thou shalt find him, if thou seek him with all thy heart and with all thy soul. Verse 30, when thou art in tribulation and all these things come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to the Lord thy God, and thou shalt be obedient unto his voice. For the Lord thy God is a merciful God, and he will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, which he swore unto them. Did y'all hear that?
All right, y'all. She just picked out what she wanted to hear. But this is right here is going to prove that she's an idolatrous. Y'all, she's lying. Okay. Deuteronomy 4, she went to Deuteronomy 4. Okay. Okay, I'm going to start right here. Okay, verse 26. So, this actually, at verse 15, is a warning against idolatry. Yahweh was saying, but be very careful. You did not see Yahweh's form on the day he spoke to you from the heart of the fire at Mount Horeb. So do not corrupt yourselves by making an idol in any form, whether of a man, which she's doing. Her idol, JC, she still serves JC. She just gave him a different name, a Hebrew name, and painted him black. That's what she did. So, do not corrupt yourselves by making an idol in any form, whether of a man or a woman. See, she's worshiping both the wood and stone still. She has not denounced neither one of them. Yasharel is calling their mother the stone chick, and she's directly, where you could see her big time, calling herself the mother in the book of Proverbs. But she's all throughout. She's that woman in a box named Wickedness in Zechariah that was took by these two angels to the land of Babylon to be set up and worshipped there. These are the wood and stone idols. Zechariah 3, 4, 5. Daniel's trash. And she can't prove otherwise. She cannot pull my video up and make a video about it and mocking me and trying to make fun of me as she's doing this, brother, because I come with the scripts. It's the truth. You can't call Yahweh a liar. Okay, so, and when you look up to the sky and you see the sun, moon, and stars, all the forces of heaven, don't be seduced into worshiping them. Yahweh, he gave them for all the peoples of the earth. Remember that Yahweh rescued Yahweh alone. That's all the only name that's there. Don't be seduced into worshiping. Yahweh, your Elohim, gave them to all the peoples of the earth. Remember that Yahweh rescued you from the iron smelting furnace of Mitzrayim in order to make you his very own people and his special possession, which is what you are today. Okay, so I'm going to skip down to 26, because 26 through 30, because this is what she pulled up. This is what she cherry picked. The last, 4 verses. Okay, so it says, today I call on heaven and earth as a witness against you. If you break my covenant, you will quickly disappear, this was back then, from the land you are crossing the Jordan to occupy. Right? You will live there only a short time. Then you will be utterly destroyed. For Yahweh will scatter you among the nations, where only a few of you will survive. There in a foreign land you will worship idols made from wood and stone, gods that neither see, nor hear, nor eat, nor smell. But from there you will search again for Yahweh your Elohim, which we're doing right now. And if you search for him with all your heart and all your being, you will find him. In the distant future, when you are suffering all these things, you will finally return to Yahweh your Elohim and listen to what he tells you. For Yahweh your Elohim is a merciful Elohim. He will not abandon you or destroy you. Forget the solemn covenant he made with your ancestors. And then he goes in from verse 32 through 39 that he is the only Elohim. There's only one Elohim. Okay? So, let's go back and check out 26 through 30, right? So, Yahweh said, okay, he talks about, he's bringing them over the Jordan River. They only live there a short time. Then they're going to get scattered. And then in a foreign land, you're going to worship wood and stone. But there you will search again for Yahweh your Elohim. And if you search for him with all your heart and all your being, you will find him. I'd like to pull up this translation because see what else it's saying. Let's see, because I see it's trying to, let's see, what, 4. Okay. Okay. Right here. Okay, so for Yahweh will scatter you among the nations, where only a few of you will survive. There in a foreign land, you will worship idols made from wood and stone. But from there, you're going to search Yahweh. And if you seek with all your heart, you're going to find him. This is what I want to look at. When thou art in tribulation, and all these things are come upon thee, even in the latter days, if thou turn to Yahweh thy Elohim, and shall be obedient unto his voice. For Yahweh the Elohim is a merciful Elohim. He will not forsake thee, neither destroy thee, nor forget the covenant of thy fathers, which he swore unto them. So, that's it, y'all. That just proves she's an idolatress. Did y'all see the second temple prophesied in between verses 26 and 30? It's not there, y'all. This is his Torah. If the 70-year captivity was really legit, it would be here. It would be in between verses 28, from where he says he's going to scatter you among the nations. Oh, that was 27. From 27, where he says he's going to scatter you, and then you're going to worship wood and stone. And 29, but there, when you search with all your heart, you're going to find me. So it should be in between verses 28 and 29. And it's not there. Just like if you go to Leviticus 26. You know what I'm saying? The curses for disobedience. And then it goes into restoration. There is no 70-year captivity. No Second Temple book. No Second Temple era prophesied. This Second Temple is the secrets that Yahweh didn't give us, which is Deuteronomy 29:29. That verse is critical because he's trying to let us know. He's showing us, he's letting us know what the secrets are, which is the Second Temple. There's only a former house prophesied by Yahweh and a latter one. This whole in-between Second Temple era with the books of wisdom and the false prophets raised up in Babylon, Apocryphas, Dead Sea Scrolls. Yeah, all that that's a test. All that is a test to see whether we truly love Yahweh or not. Deuteronomy 13. That prophet, that dreamer of dream did come to pass. And yeah, I ain't gonna say the rest, but get into something else. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this. Shalom, y'all.